Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to the channel. This is Octane, your host, and today we're going to take a look at the deck for the next event, 6th anniversary event of Legendary Game of Hero. And I was expecting quite a spectacular ultimate form. It's a good ultimate form, don't get me wrong. It's quite good, but it's not spectacular. Metaverse Master was a spectacular ultimate form when it came out. That was really brilliant ultimate form, and I was expecting the trend to continue. I was expecting something absolutely brilliant. This one, it's okay, but it's not as brilliant as what I was hoping for. So for the next 24 hours, you get the second pink star free if you craft the ultimate form. This does not stack with the third tier of the season pass, which is a shame. I think Network is doing the people that got the third tier of the season pack are really they're doing them a disservice because these people paid for the third tier of the season pass, and they're guaranteed to get the second pink star for the ultimate form if they craft the ultimate form for free. They paid for that. This one is a special offer for everybody else. It should actually stack with the third tier of the season pass. So this is this service to people who got the third tier of the season pass. And if I got the third tier of the season pass and I didn't get this offer stack on top of that, I would be really pissed. I wouldn't get this third tier of the season pass ever again. Now Nick and Shane are two of the associates that works with Network, and they are the two people who are being showcased on this ultimate form. Last year it was Amy and Danielle. The year before, I think it was who was it the year before? Nicole? Or was it Nicole? I think it was Nicole and somebody else, can't remember. Probably have a look at those. So inbox gift, you should have received some inbox gift this morning. So they're selling stuff which are in boosters. And don't forget, with the start of the 6th anniversary event, returning friends will receive up to a full event deck. You might not get a full event deck. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's have a look at the deck. So the ultimate form, as I said, is quite nice, but we're not going to start with the ultimate form. Let's start with the supporting card. So the supporting card, Captain Nick, will create 3 Light Power Gem 1s 1 turn cooldown. Whenever battle skill or passive that reduce damage taken, it creates 2 light power gem ones, which is quite nice. Not going to be very useful, but it's quite nice. Let's look at the main hero. So RB is the main hero, which creates 5 light power gem 5s, 1 turn cooldown. At the start of each turn, reduces damage taken from enemies' attacks. So this works quite well with the supporting card. It's not going to do much because the health of the bosses are quite high. Not like before when I first started playing this game, you could get a main hero and a supporting hero and you could enjoy the event. You can't enjoy the event anymore unless you've got an ultimate form. And saying you've got an ultimate form, it doesn't mean if you've got just all 1 pink star ultimate form, you're gonna be able to do quite much. The game is now all about pink stars and booster. Anything above 3 pink star, you're gonna be dealing really serious damage. And if you've got the decks that boosts your deck damage out, the damage output of your deck, so that's where it's at. So most people now are trying to get all the cards that give you a damage boost because that's where the game is heading towards. So it forces people to get all the damage increase in deck like this one. So let's look at the Master Collection card. So the Master Collection card, Shade Throwing Shane, and Shade Showing Shane will create 10 light power gem 9s, 1 turn cooldown, and at the start of each turn it reduces damage taken by 15%. Whenever a battle skill that reduces damage taken, it creates 2 additional power gem 9s. This one will dispel Judgment, which isn't really a bad debuff. Really nice looking ultimate form. Like the colors on this ultimate form, like the artwork. So let's move on to the ultra rare Nick, Master of Blades, and this one is the one that's going to increase light commanders damage by 25% and reduces damage taken from enemies attacked by 15%. Really good cards when it comes to going into GVG. Whenever a battle skill or passive is active that reduces damage taken, upgrade 3 light power gem by 2 rank. I'm not sure if every time a battle skill or passive that reduces damage taken is activated, it will upgrade 3 power gems. So if you've got 5 card that does this, it will upgrade 15 power gems to 2 rank. I'm not sure, but as I see, that would be much better than just upgrading 3 power gems. Upgrading 3 power gems is absolutely nonsense. Won't do much for your deck anyway. So I think to be able to upgrade 15 would be much better. As I said, the ultimate form I don't think is as spectacular as Metaverse Master when we saw Metaverse Master last year. That's the artwork, really nice colors, really nice artwork. Let's get into the battle skill. So the battle skill is a combination of the Ultra Rare Master Collection card, which creates 10 light power gem 9s, increases light commanders damage by 225%. I think this card would have been much more diverse, much more spectacular like Metaverse Master if it could have done this for all light cards, not just light commanders. So light slayer, light commanders would have been much more useful, much more spectacular. It would be something that everybody would need to go after because it would do so much for the light affinity. But as it stands, it only does it for light commander, which I'm a bit disappointed in this ultimate form, being as it's the 6th anniversary celebrating deck. It should have been far more spectacular than it currently is. I think they should take out the commander part and just put increases light card damage by 225% and reduces damage taken from enemies attacked by 15%. I think just for the ultimate form, it doesn't have to be for the ultra rare or the Master Collection card. It just has to be for the ultimate form. Now passive, it's got 3 on board. At the start, it reduces damage taken by 15%. Then it's got the next one, Jack of all trade. This one is the one that's going to spawn 2 additional power gem 9s whenever you reduce damage with a passive or a battle skill. Then the next one, if you reduce damage with a passive or a battle skill, This one will upgrade 3 light power gem by 2 ranks. Now, whenever a battle skill or passive is activated, that reduces damage taken. So whenever it upgrades 3 light power gems. So whenever to me means that if you've got 5 cards on board that reduces damage taken with passive or with the battle skill, it will upgrade 3 light power gems by 2 rank, which sounds to me like it will upgrade 15 light power gems by 2 rank. That would be quite good, quite great, making it really good, really a powerful ultimate form. But it could have been a bit more powerful if it done it for the light affinity. Again, we've got Toxin, which affects any card's battle skill that heals, and we've got Judgment that affects your health. It's almost like Thorn. I think it's when you heal, you're affected by Judgment. Can't remember exactly what Judgment is about. So I did manage to get Ultra Rare from one of the side packs, one of the 500 gem vaults, and I did craft the ultimate form for last week, which was really nice using that ultimate form. As I said, it's a really good addition to your Earth Slayer deck. Now this one is a really good addition to your Light Commander deck. All cards for this season is really good. The dark is the most powerful, but the water is quite good as well. The earth was quite good. This one is quite good. I'm looking forward to see what they do for the Light Slayer. So, will I craft this ultimate form? I should be able to craft this ultimate form on Saturday when I go to tier 2 and all the retro packs and get the eight additional season coins from the vault. I should be able to craft it. Would I craft it? I'm not really sure. I'm leaning towards crafting it, but I really want to go into the Fire Slayer, which is the final event of the season, having the ultimate form. But this is a really good ultimate form from where I'm sitting. So the historical cards that will give you the killer skill will be Light Open Justice. It's the oldest of the 3. I remember when this one came out, it was something different from anything that I've ever experienced in Legendary Game of Era. Then until now, I've never experienced that before. What happened was we had, I think it was 4 events back to back or 3 events back to back. Can't remember. You had this one that came out, which was a Light Commander, and after the Light Commander, I think we had the Light Commander, or did we have the Dark? I can't remember. I think we had the Dark, and then straight after the Dark we had the Light, and then straight after the Light we had the Fire. But I remember it was 3 event back to back, so it was a week and a half of just event after event after event. It was just non-stop, and you'd think that most of us would be burnt out after doing, I think it was 10 days of events. We weren't. It was quite excited, quite fast paced, quite nice. You were collecting loads of gems. It was quite good. I remember it was for Legendary being released in Korea, so this is based on a Korean group. And let's move on to the next one, Afterlife Alliance. Now, Afterlife Alliance, this one has got something called Empowering Dance. So it improves Empowering Dance to create 10 Power Gem 5s for a free turn, become immune to enemies' attack for 1 turn, and increases Light Commander damage by 70% for 2 turn. So this one will work quite good with the current ultimate form because it does reduce damage taken. Again, this hero permanently resists 25% of damage. That is permanent, so it happens every single turn. So this will activate the passives of the current ultimate form. It's got the passive, which is Empowering Dance, and this is what creates the 10 light power gems. So when you activate your battle skill, Empowering Dance will create 10 light power gems. So create up to 10 light power gem 5. So it's up to 10 light power gem 5. It doesn't really create 10 light power gem 5s unless you activate your battle skill. So create up to 10 light power gem 5s whenever this hero is attacked at a base rate of 5 gems and 5 more when improving dance. So that explains where the 10 comes from. And it only creates it, I think, for one turn, if I'm not mistaken. I think it only does it for one turn. This one dispels chaos, so it's not going to be much use when it comes to dispelling the current debuffs. Light Open Justice didn't go through the battle skill. Let me go through the battle skill. Now this one creates 4 light power gem 4s if you are dancing. So the dancing is a status that you get from the ultra rare. It doubles the amount of power gem from your battle skill, so that will give you 8. It doubles the amount of power gem created by your bolt passives. So the first passive, Own the Stage, every 3 turns it creates 4 light power gem 3s. If you're dancing, that's doubled, so that would be 8 as well. And the final one, each time this hero attack, it creates 4 light power gem, 4 light gem and 2 power gem 4s. So that would be 4 power gem 4 if you're dancing, and 8 light gems. It does give it an ultimate gem. Ultimate gem is absolute crap, so that won't do much for your deck. Final one is the one that we got last year, Outcast Alliance. Not really a big fan of this ultimate form. It creates 10 light power gem, 7 now and at the start of the next 3 turns. So it creates light power gems for 4 turns. It becomes immune to enemies attack for 1 turn, so this will work quite well with current ultimate form as well. And it's got, I think, 3 passive on board. Once per turn, when a skill that makes you immune to attack it creates 10 light power gem. So this works quite well with current ultimate form as well, because it's got almost a similar passive going on. It's got the bonus attack as well. You deal exactly 100%. So if this dealt, say, 50 quadrillion, it would deal 50 quadrillion again on the second turn. It's got light gem fall. At the start of each turn, add 20 stack of light gem fall. While light gem fall is active, almost all gems drop will be light gems. I think that light gem fall is outdated. We don't really depend on gems anymore, ordinary gems. That was a thing of the past. That was about 4 or 5 years ago, when we used to have generation 2 cards where you could fill the board with just gems and you could do really good damage with just gems. Gems don't really do any damage anymore. It's power gems and high level power gems at that. So that needs to be radically overall on any deck that you got. They're gonna create that have the gem fall effect. It should be power gem fall effect. So power gem 1s or 2s, it just rains power gem 1s or rain power gem 2s or whatsoever. I think that would be a far better deck. It would be beautiful to see a power gem fall or power gem rain deck that's raining power gem 2s. It would be quite brilliant to see. This one dispels armor, and it dispels gem silence. Those are your 3 historical cards. Now when it comes to the quest deck, I came up with this one. So Afterlife Alliance is going to be the one to give you the killer skill. We just saw what that does. Dancers of the Departed is a really good ultimate form. It creates 15 light power gem 7s, and it heals for 400% of your recovery, increases self damage by 80%. It's got 2 turn cooldown, making it quite useful. On attack, it creates 6 light power gem 6s. Passive, Celebrated Afterlife. Whenever Revive or Last Stand is used, it upgrades all light power gem by 3 rank. So when it died and you revive, it upgrades all power gems by 3 ranks. And when you use Last Stand, which is dying reviving again, another 3 ranks. Quite a nice ultimate form. Dispels armor and counter. Blessed Siblings is quite a nice damage dealing card. It's got a self increase of 160%. It cleanses 1 debuff from each light commander and dispels 1 enemy buff. At the moment, the bosses are running 2 debuffs. This will only cleanse 1, won't cleanse both. Does create 8 power gem at the start of every turn. And whenever a passive skill that creates power gem or reduces damage taken from enemy attack, whenever a passive skill that creates power gem it reduces damage taken from enemies attack by 5% for the rest of the turn. So this will work quite well with the current ultimate form as well. Twin Fangs. Twin Fangs create 10 light power gem force and it becomes immune to enemy damage. Works well with current ultimate form, gives you an immunity. Increases self damage by 200% when you attack with a full battle meter. So once your battle meter fills and you attack, you get this passive kicks in. At the end of each turn, when you do a gem crush, which is quite easy, it creates 11 power gem 8s. This skill cannot be silenced, which is quite nice. Last but not least, Lost Lineage, and this one creates 10 light power gem 8s and increases light commander damage by 140% for 3 turns. Then fully charge all light commander skill meter. Once per turn, when an attack or damage buff is activated, increases self damage by 100% and heals for it. So this one is healing and increasing self damage. This one doesn't give you a damage resist, but there are so many cards within the light commander side of things that gives you damage resist. So that is for the quest map. Now this, I'm thinking this one can work quite well when it comes to the solo bosses and probably the guild bosses. The ultimate is a bit different. Now you can use this combination and just replace Afterlife Alliance with the current ultimate form. Now the current ultimate form will give you a 225% damage increase. This only gives you 70, so that's a bigger boost you'll get if you use this one. Dancers of the Departed will be your main damage dealer. It doesn't give you a massive self increase. The self increase is only 70%, increases 80%. I've got that free pink star and it's awoken twice. Metaverse Master, 150% damage increase. So as you can see, I did get this. I did get not only the souls, but I did get the cards as well to take Metaverse Masters up to 2 pink star. Don't really need a 2 pink star. And Divine Sovereign. So Divine Sovereign will increase the damage dealt by the next light commander to activate their battle skill by 500%. So this will give you 500%. Metaverse Masters will give you 150%. Dancers Departed gives itself a 80% damage increase, so that would be 430%. And if you have the current ultimate form, that would be 705%. And then you get from high performance unit area 2500% attack increase. So if you combine the attack increase with that, call it 800% damage boost, then this card will be doing nice damage, especially if you got that 4, 5, or 6 pink star awoken 5 damage, will be doing some serious damage. Now if you haven't got Dancers of the Departed, you could use Blessed Siblings. The difference with Blessed Siblings is that you can't use the like of High Performance Unit area. High Performance Unit area only works with the Immortal Killer cards. This one is a Chaotic Killer. You've got Headstrong Siren that increases the attack output by 1600% for all Chaotic Killer cards, which is quite nice. Really love some of the old ultimate forms like your High Performance Unit area, your Circuit Breaker Hilera, your Supreme Santa, your Headstrong Siren. Those cards are really useful, really nice to have, even though they have been nerfed, silent, I would call it stealth nerf. Because if you look at, say, your Supreme Santa, your Circuit Break Hilera, and amongst others, you find that they work with intensity, and the current ultimate forms no longer increases intensity. So that is a stealth nerf, whether you like it, yes or no. Okay, so tomorrow Hopefully I can do possible that combination. Tomorrow I've got a really hectic day, really busy day. Very early start, very late finish. So it's going to be a hectic day for me tomorrow. So I'm hoping I can do possible that combination. And we'll see how we get on with this combination and that combination. I would really like to get a copy of the current ultimate form. Well, I'm in two minds, as I said, because the current ultimate form is a brilliant ultimate form, but I'm not sure what we're gonna get next week for the Light Slayer. But can I get through this week's event and manage to stay in the Legend League? I did manage to get through, I think, 3 days last week, just barely staying in the Legend League until I got the ultimate form. I actually pulled myself from the borderline of relegation up to about 20 levels above the relegation zone. But this week, as it stands, not really sure if I don't get the ultimate form, if I'll be able to stay in the Legend League, because a lot of people will be going for this deck. It's a really good deck. It's really good to have. It's a really good addition, as you can see from this combination. It's a really good addition to have in your collection. Really powerful, really nice. And let's see, yeah, I might craft it on Saturday, might not craft it. Let's see how I get on, and I'll go from there. But if you agree with me that the ultimate form for this year's 6-year anniversary should have been much better, leave a comment in the comment section below, or leave a thumbs up in the comment section below. I believe it should have been much more powerful. I think it should have been for Light Affinity. All Light Affinity. Put this card on board and it just brings the Light Affinity to life. Would have been brilliant. Okay. My next point of disappointment is with when it comes to VIP. When I just started in this game, VIPs used to get a VIP appreciation event at least every 3 months. Get VIP appreciation week. VIPs haven't been appreciated for a very long time. This year there hasn't been any VIP appreciation event or week or anything. Last year I think there was only one, I believe. Can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen one. If it wasn't last year, it was the year before. But the last one was an absolute garbage, and I think we didn't get any for last year. We haven't got any for this year. We haven't had any VIP appreciation event for a very long time. And personally, for me, I am at the point of cancelling my VIP forever, because I've had it with that, and many times I've said I'm gonna give up on this game. So I start in playing some of the games that I used to play before, like Clash of Clans. I'm back playing Clash of Clans. It's more interesting now than it's ever been, because they've made so much improvement to Clash of Clans. It's more exciting now for me than it was a year or 2 years ago. So Clash of Clans has been revived and I really like that. So I've been playing Clash of Clans amongst other games. So I've made videos on those games. Not really sure if you guys are interested to see those, but I'll upload them nevertheless. But until the next video, this is IKNSN. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below, questions, suggestion, whatever it is, and see you on the next video. Bye for now.